Hello guys, how are we all? So you didn't get a daily vlog off me yesterday, did you? I know, I apologise, I was a bit slack. So I kind of wanted to do a video today to explain why you didn't hear from me. So I went on a very long ride yesterday. I left very early in the morning. So it's like 2 a.m. I got up about half an hour ago, just had a coffee, some breakfast, ready to go. I cycled in the night, which was just amazing. Then eventually this beautiful sunrise came up and the day started. Oh, so nice and cool. I don't think I can deal with the heat today. It's gonna be super hot, like 30, 31. About an hour and a half in, I think. I don't know. I think it's just bit my leg, hold there. Oh, yeah, it's gone. In my travels, super nervous. Like, I don't do well being nervous. Not a good nervous person. So I went somewhere where I'm not allowed to talk about, and I know you keep hearing this from me. Oh, Robbie, what you got on about? You're not allowed to talk about this. So the reason I'm not talking about kind of something I've been up to recently is because it's a bit of a dream for me. If I could pick the way I wanted my cycling career to go, it would go this way. So I don't want to jeopardize it in any way by talking about it or anything like that. So I'm just keeping it to myself, and I'll be really disappointed if I did talk about it and nothing came of it. So if I'm brutally honest with you, I'm just a little bit too excited to mention anything, and I'm just kind of sitting on the fence with it until it becomes concrete, which is, you know, a good possibility. Hopefully, we shall see. So anyway, yes, I went on a really long trip yesterday. It was really tough work. As soon as the sun came up, it got super hot. I was going through so much water. I was very nervous about where I was going, so I wasn't really keeping on top of my food very well. But eventually I got to where I needed to go, and then I had to turn around and start making my way home. I got really way too hot. So I've been where I need to be, and it went well, but still not allowed to talk about it. And so on my way home, I got about 100 miles left, and it's so hot. It's like 31 degrees. I wasn't meant to have a tailwind, but it's not. It's a massive headwind. I am destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. So I was trying to be really efficient, trying to stay on the bike as much as possible. I assumed I was going to get a tailwind on the way home, but I didn't. It turned into a pretty bad headwind, so I'm getting all this warm air just blown at me, and I just kept drinking and drinking. I must have been going through like a litre an hour and still feeling super dehydrated. Started to get a lump in my throat, so I was struggling to eat a bit. I just wasn't really on top of what was going on with my body. If I'm honest though, I don't seem to do very well in the heat anyway. So for me, anything above 30 degrees, I'm a little bit all over the shop. And probably in the heat of the day, it was 31, 32 where I was. It wasn't shady. I was out in the absolute open, just getting absolutely destroyed by the sun. So eventually I did get home. I probably wasn't in the best shape ever. I was really dehydrated. I'd been up for a very long time, so I literally just got some food, got a wash, and just got straight into bed and went to sleep. I don't think I would have produced any kind of decent video for you yesterday, so that was why I wasn't really able to put a vlog up. I was just a little bit too destroyed. I'd cycled a long way, I was very tired, and I just had one hell of a headache from just getting quite dehydrated throughout the day. I believe you can really go into the red sometimes, but there is a point of no return. Looking after yourself while you're cycling is really important, as everyone knows, especially with long distance cycling. So I kind of see myself as a capacity. So I've just gone out, I've just warmed up, and I'm at 100% capacity. You know, I've got loads of spare calories that are stored, I'm all fresh, I'm injury free, I am ready to go. I'm 100% capacity. So let's treat that as a glass of water, which is pretty much 100% there. So let's say you're riding for an hour quite hard, you're down to about, I don't know, 60% capacity, that's fine. So you can ease it back, you stay it there, then you think, oh, I need some food and water, so you have some food and water, and boom, you're back up at, let's say, 80% capacity, because you're never really gonna get back to that 100 unless you have some time off the bike. So perfect, I think you can run around 80-90%, providing you keep on top of your food and nutrition. You can keep riding at a good pace around here. Let's say you start to forget about eating and drinking, maybe get distracted, maybe there's some roadworks, I don't know, you know, whatever it is, and you put yourself down to here. Now this is where you start bonking, going, oh my God, I can't help this, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, you're all over the shop. So you're running on pretty much empty, but you're not fully empty. At this point, you're gonna have to take a drastic measure to recover. So you're gonna have to slow right down, or you're gonna have to stop, and you're gonna have to put a hell of a lot of extra food and water in to bring yourself back up to a decent capacity. But you have gone too far here, that you've caused yourself problems and you've wasted time, especially with bike packing ultra racing, to bring yourself back up to there again. Let's say you go all the way to the bottom. This is what I call your point of no return. Now, in my eyes, when I've gone to a point of where there is nothing left, where I have no food, no water, I can barely even turn the pedals at like 50, 60 watts or whatever, because I'm so destroyed, I'm going dizzy. This is a point where I feel that the only way to get back up to a half decent capacity is to have one hell of a big rest and fill right back up. But I think you're only going to get to half your capacity until you get off the bike and properly rest again. So I find when I go to the absolute point of no return, I can only get back up to half my capacity without stopping and having 5 or 6 hours off the bike and maybe a short sleep to get some recovery in. So the key is, I think, be as high as you can all the time. This is where the people that do really well stay. You know that old phrase, drink before you're thirsty, eat before you're hungry? That's the thing, because you are only gonna start feeling hungry and thirsty there. So you really need to be eating and drinking there, so it's digesting as you're going down. So that's what I mean by the point of no return. It's just emptying the tank too much.